Masquera Seimbure Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel Zoom Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kariki kutanga kukuya paneno channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana ujungwa karoka subscribe. Don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasmane Zimbabwe takigira inyaya buritswa namo nedi news ox nyaya yakufa kwa kaita Mukadzi wa Tsvangirai uya Susan Tsvangirai muri Zimbabwe. So nyinonya yakanetswa vazhinji vachiiti this accident yakaitika muna Beatrice yaida kuuraya Tsvangirai name Tsvangirai akapotswa pakaonekwa pachifa mukadzi wake Susan Tsvangirai. Parunzi yazvinopera mushe muswakatika accident there were serious tensions. There were serious tensions between the State Security Service, Central Intelligence Organization bosses, nema-doctors angari pa-avenues clinic hayo aisuspecta kuti Tsvangirai haida kuuraiwa muri Zimbabwe. Hanzi vakamanya-manya vachida kuprotecta Tsvangirai. Accident iyi yakaitika 50 km south of Harare, apo Tsvangirai paaenda kumusha kwake kuBhoera muri Zimbabwe along Harare Masvingo Road. So yakabuditswa the news Oxford Charachiri. There were serious tensions between the State Security Service, Central Intelligence Organization bosses and doctors at Avenues Clinic in Harare on 6 March 2009 after the involvement of the then Prime Minister Tsvangirai in a road accident around Beatrice, which killed his wife Susan. Former CIO Director Director General Yapiton Bonyongwe says the crash happened 50 kilometers south of Harare as Tsvangirai headed to his rural home in Bhoera along the then potholed Harare Masvingo Highway, one of the many damaged roads during the inclusive government. A foreign aid truck rammed into Tsvangirai's Land Cruiser and it overturned, killing Susan, who had been married to Tsvangirai for 31 years. Bonyongwe says this created serious tensions which almost exploded between CIO and medical doctors who suspected the incident was an assassination plot against Tsvangirai. Writing in his book, One Among Many, My Contribution to the Zimbabwean Story, Bonyongwe says Tsvangirai had with him a team of CIO officers as protection, and therefore I was one of the first people to know about the event. I contacted the late former President Robert Mugabe and briefed him. He then asked me to arrange for him to visit Tsvangirai in the hospital. At the Avenues Clinic, I had provided the best of the doctors for human rights, and therefore relations between the service and the hospital were not very good. The senior doctors who supported the opposition all descended on the hospital. They wanted to save Tsvangirai, whom they suspected had survived an assassination attempt by the CIO. My exchanges with them at around 11 p.m. were quite tense. Their view was that the CIO security details should have taken the bullet for the chief, and the CIO vehicle should have driven into the vehicle which had rammed Tsvangirai's car the moment they saw suspicious movement. I replied that this was not possible. Otherwise, CIO vehicles would ram all oncoming traffic, not knowing which one would hit the principal's car. My rationale was rejected. Bonyongwe says what saved the explosive situation was information which trickled during the encounter, showing that automobile which crashed into Tsvangirai's car was an American embassy vehicle. The former CIO boss adds, unfortunately, before Mugabe's arrival, information came through that it was an American embassy vehicle which had hit the MDC leader's car. As the Americans were trusted allies of MDC, this information put the CIO in the DA. Robert and Grace Mugabe arrived and I led them to see Tsvangirai, where they expressed very genuine sympathy. And in my assessment, the bereaved and wounded opposition leader was pleased to be consoled by the President and the First Lady. Mugabe also attended Susan's funeral service at the Methodist Church in Meborain, Harare, and gave a speech. My deputy, Menard Muzariri, attended the burial in Bhoera and had the opportunity to convey the service condolences to Tsvangirai. This would have been inconceivable before the global political agreement, which went a very long way toward lowering tensions in Zimbabwe. Having a fully functional civil service built on Commonwealth traditions was a very good thing, even though the political environment in Zimbabwe was polarized. The civil service did well in servicing the inclusive government during the early days. There was much suspicion, but eventually Tsvangirai chose to travel with properly trained professional CIO security details rather than his own MDC security personnel. I have always thought that the state should provide security or outside government. Security should not be a status symbol, but provided on the details to any citizen assessed and being vulnerable, regardless of whether they are in or outside government. Security should not be a status symbol, but provided on the basis of threat levels as assessed by the country's security agency. The mushrooming of some pseudo-security companies and proliferation of firearms would also be kettled by such a move. Yakabuditswa na vabonyongwe Zimbabwe vakabudwa vachiramba kuti Tsvangirai anga ari target in this accident yakauraya mukadzi wake. Kataura iye achiti pakaita bongozozo madoctors achiramba kuma CIO awanikwe achiprotecta Morgan Tsvangirai paAvenues Hospital. Tinaziye kuti munoona sei nyaya iyi, tiudzei zvamuri kufunga pamusoro penyaya iyi mucomment section. Kutaura kwatiri kuita buda zvitaura chinzi Tsvangirai chirungu time inclusive government yakachuza kuprotecta neti CIO achidhampa the security personnel yaimuchengetedza paangari kuMDC kweZimbabwe. Zvakakonzera zvakare masuspicions kuti they are the ones vakashandiswa kupoisona Tsvangirai zvakuwanikwa kuti awanikwe achizosvika mukufa. Tisingazivi kuti munoona sei nyaya iyi. Tiudzei zvamuri kufunga pamusoro penyaya iyi mucomment section.